Hello friends, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to push the code from Eclipse to the GitHub repository. Let me open Eclipse. So this is our code, okay? And for GitHub, let me log into GitHub account. Enter github.com, click sign in, enter the user ID and enter the password. Click sign in. So this is the GitHub account. Click this icon and click your profile. Okay. Let me create a new repository in which we will be pushing the code from Eclipse. For that, let me click repositories tab, click new. So I need to give a repository name. Let me give the same name like whatever project name we have, project 1. Okay, so let me give the same name here, project 1. Okay, and I will select public for now. You can select public or private according to your need. You can give description if you want. Okay, so I'm clicking this button, create repository. Okay, this repository has been created. Okay, so if I go to my account, so there will be two repositories now. Okay, so and this is the latest repository I have created. Okay, so to push our code from Eclipse to that repository, first of all, right click this project. Okay, before that you need to have a local Git repository. For that, click this search icon, search Git repository. Okay, and click this. Okay, so you get this section. Okay, and there are options: add an existing local Git repository, clone a Git repository, create a new local Git repository. Okay, and you can see same options here also. Okay, before sending our code to GitHub repository, we need to create a local Git repository. So I'm clicking create new local Git repository and I'm giving the path. Before that, let me use the same path. Okay, this is the path of the project. Copy this path. So let me click this and so give the same path of the project. Okay, and select master branch for now. Okay, and click create. As soon as you create a local Git repository, you get local Git repository like this. You can find the same icons here also. This icon is for adding existing local Git repository. This icon is for cloning a Git repository, and this icon is for creating a new Git repository. So we have to first move this code to local Git repository, and after that we will push to the GitHub. Okay, for that let me right click the project, click team, click commit. To see the code which are present in the unstaged area as well as in the staged area, you can also follow these steps. Click window, click show view, click other, click and open the Git folder. Inside the Git folder, click Git staging, click open. This displays the code present in the unstaged area as well as the code present in the staged area. Let's go back to our code. Initially, the code is in the unstaged area. Now we have to move this code to the staged area. For that, you can select all the codes present in the unstaged area and you can drag and drop to the staged area, or you can Let me show you from here. Right click this project, click team and click add to index. Okay, that will move the code to the staged area. Okay, yeah, after this the next step is commit. For that you can put a comment here and click commit, or you can right click the project, then click team and click commit. You get the same window. Let's add a comment here. This will be the first commit of this project, and you can commit and push. Commit and push will commit to the local Git repository as well as push the code to the GitHub repository, whereas commit will only commit the code to the local Git repository. So I am going to click commit only for now. So let me click commit. Okay, so the code has been moved to the local repository. So if you see here, you will see a master branch. See, project 1 is here and the code is here. So if you want to see this package 1, then click this and package 1 is there and test 1 is here. Okay, so the code has been committed to the local Git repository. Now we have to push this code to the GitHub repository. This is our GitHub repository where we have to push our code from Eclipse. So for that, right click the project, or you can right click here and click push, or you can right click the project, click team and click push. Okay, so when you click push, you have to enter some information. So to push this code to this repository, click HTTPS. We get this URL. Copy this URL. To avoid any kind of mistake in the copy, you can copy from here. Click this icon and go to here, go to Eclipse, enter the URL here, enter the username and the password of the GitHub account over here. Try to push the code to the GitHub, but if the password doesn't work, then you will have to use the token. To get the token, go to the GitHub. Okay, click this icon. Okay, over here, go to settings, go to developer settings, click this arrow and click token classic. Okay, click generate new token. Okay, click generate new token classic. You can enter a note over here and you can select for how many days you want this token to be active and click this one, repo. Okay, and click generate token. So this is the token. Okay, copy this token, save somewhere. You will need this token later, so don't forget to save this token. Now go to Eclipse. So in the password section, enter that token. Okay, now click preview. Okay, so this will be pushed to this repository master branch. Click preview again and click push. Okay, click close. Now let's check the GitHub repository. Click this icon, click your profile, click repositories and click the repository where we have pushed the code from Eclipse. Okay, so this is project 1. Now you see the project here which is pushed from the Eclipse and you see the code here. Okay, so same thing we have. Okay, so this is how you can push the code from Eclipse to GitHub. Okay, Now let's make some changes in this project. Okay, let me create a new file. Okay, so in this new file, let me make some changes. So let's save this. Okay, so I have added a new file here. If we see in the GitHub repository, there is one file only, test1.java. Let's push this update in the project to the GitHub repository. Right click the project, click team, click add to index. Okay, so if you see, this is the new file which we created. Okay, so this has been moved to the stage area. Okay, now let's commit this. Let's put a comment. Before clicking commit, if you see here in the local Git repository, you will find two files, test1 and test2, whereas here in the GitHub repository it has one file only. Let me refresh. Okay, so it has one file only. So let's push this to the GitHub repository. For that, let me click commit and let me push to branch master. Okay, or you can click remote and push. Okay, this is the GitHub repository URL. If you go to GitHub, you will find this URL here. This is the same URL. Okay, so let me click next and select master. Click this, it comes here. Okay, click finish. So it is showing push to origin. Okay, click close. Now let's check in the GitHub repository. So this is the project, right? And if we go inside this one, see, we get the additional file test2.java in GitHub repository. So this is the file we have added in the local and we push to the GitHub repository. Okay, in this video we created a local Git repository and a remote GitHub repository. We committed the code from Eclipse to the local Git repository and we pushed the code to the GitHub repository. After that, we also made an update in the code in Eclipse and committed the code to the local Git repository. Then we pushed the updated code to the GitHub repository. That is all in this video. Thank you for watching this video.